Dear mainstream, you said we disappeared. So tell me, now what? You wrote the ending while we lived the pain. Called us a cult when the red candles came. You laughed at the wreckage, you danced on the dark, but nobody asked what we learned on the way down. We watched every tourist abandon the shore, watched fair weather heroes slip out through the door. But under the noise and the dirt and the scars, the HEXicans stayed exactly where they are. You said we were finished, you said we were gone, but the chain kept moving and we carried on. Dear Main Street, Hex is recovering. The pulse in his chest never stopped underneath. We bent in the darkness but never gave up. The HEXicans didn't go anywhere. So now what? Dear Main Street, you buried us early. You carved out the headstone and called it the truth. But Hex is still breathing and we're still right here. You told them we vanished. So now what? Now what? Now what? We're still here. So now what? We don't need apologies, just there's news or experts returning with freshly changed views. They'll call it a comeback, they'll claim they believed, then edit the history nobody can read. But we know the winters, we carried the weight. We stared at the silence and learned how to wait. No cameras were rolling, no headlines appeared, just wounded believers who conquered their fear. You measured the price, but you missed what survived. There's more to a heartbeat than numbers outside. Dear Main Street, Hex is recovering. The pulse in its chest never stopped underneath. We bent in the darkness but never gave up. The HEXicans didn't go anywhere. So now what? Dear Main Street, you buried us early. You carved out the headstone and called it the truth. But Hex is still breathing and we're still right here. You told them we vanished. So now what? We heard every joke, we swallowed each fall. We learned who was real when there was nothing at all. You thought that the silence meant nobody stayed, but roots grow the deepest when buried in rain. Still here, still HEXican. Dear Main Street, Hex is recovering. streets never needed your blessing. So now what? Dear mainstream, we didn't go away. Hex is recovering. Now what?